and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, guys, will be a quite interesting video. Well, if you're into stuff like that, based on the title, it will be a very interesting video, as these parables and sayings are things that I've always tried to figure out, like where did they came from, you know, who came up with these, and how is it that these parables are so true, and most of them actually applies to daily life, and most of them actually comes true. So I've always wondered, and I thought this would make for a really good, interesting video, just to find out if it's just a Jamaican thing or it's all over the world, as you know, each culture and, you know, country is different in how they do things and how they parent. But for us Jamaicans, I'm sure if you're born in Jamaica, you will remember your mom, your dad, whomever, your grandmother, those that are older, always saying stuff. You know, it is used as a warning to tell you to not do stuff, or to do this, or to do that. So today I'll be sharing some of these parables and these sayings, giving the meaning of them as well, and also be asking you guys, you know, share some. Remember to visit Fashionable Clothing, as I've told you about. They're my sponsors. Remember to visit their website. It's Fashionable Clothing for Kids on Instagram. So once you go to Instagram, just like their page, follow them, guys, and you can send them messages. They're quite prompt and so on. If there's anything on the website, on the Instagram page that you like, they have some really nice clothing, very great quality, good prices. So guys, go check out Fashionable Clothing. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find them, and you know, just go support, and you can leave a comment. The essence of me sent you, and of course, you know, Fashionable Clothing will give you a little discount. Go support Fashionable Clothing on Instagram, and I'll put the link in the description below. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, the first one, and some of these I've never heard before, some of these are not familiar, but like I said, I'll share these ones that is online. These are the top 8 parables, quote unquote, that, you know, top 8 Jamaican parables. But these are not, some of them I know, some of them I'm not familiar with. But again, maybe some of you guys are familiar with it, because again, we have the 14 parishes in Jamaica, and I've noticed that different parishes use different parables. But I'll share these ones, then I'll share the ones that my mom and grandma used to say to me. So the first one on this list is bend the trees. So I'm going to speak the patois, then I'm going to translate in English, and then I'll give the meaning. So it says, bend the tree while it's young, because when it old, it a go broke. I know this one, guys. So I wouldn't even need to read the meaning, but I'll read the exact meaning that comes with it. So the English translation for this one is, bend a tree while it is young, because when it is old, it will break. And the meaning of this proverbs is, discipline your children and teach them the right way when they are young, because trying to do it when they are older might be too late for them and yourself. Yes, this is a popular one, guys. Now the second one is, fish their river bottom and tell you say alligator have gum boil, believe him. I think I've heard this one, but not in this way. But this one is, the English translation is, if a fish at the bottom of a river tells you that an alligator has gum boil, believe the fish. And the meaning of this one is, listen to the voice of experience. Very powerful one, guys. Like I said, I've heard this one before, but not in this context, because sometimes it's people say it in different ways, but the meaning stands the same. And the next one is, guys, you a swap black dog for monkey. Never heard this one. Never heard this one, guys. So the English translation for this one is, are you swapping a black dog for a monkey? And the proverbs and the proverbs meaning, guys, is to give up one bad situation for another, often used in a relationship. So so this one is about relationship when as you know what, the one that I know that's linked to this is you jump out a frying pan and jump in a fire. Is that it? Or you jump in a fire, jump in a frying pan? But I think it's the other way around. You jump out a frying pan into fire. It's like they're both, give or take the same experience because you're gonna get burned either way. So you're going into a bad situation into another bad situation. Doesn't make sense. So that's one is for relationships. Why you should try to, don't go into the same bad experience. Look for better. But anyway, moving along. The next one is not expect nothing from a pig but a grunt. Never heard that one, guys. But like I said, some of these, the meaning is the same, but then how it's spoken is different based on different people and parishes. So the English translation for this one is don't expect anything from a pig but a grunt. Oink. There you go. And the Proverbs, the meaning of this one is don't expect class or grace from a pig. In other words, if you know someone is an idiot, why be surprised or hurt when they act like one? I don't like to say the word idiot, but that's what the Bible says. So don't be surprised when you see someone act silly or silly in a way, because then that's what they are. If it's like a pig grunts, so you can't be surprised if a pig grunts. So it's the same thing. Don't be surprised if someone acts silly. And the next one is snake come out, fish get catch. Sorry, shake come out, fish get catch. This one is because it's mouth, the fish got caught. What they're saying is that talking too much will get you in trouble. So the next one is, guys, so this is the next one. No ramp with maga cow, akuda bull mama. Never heard this one before. And the English translation for this one, guys, is don't play with a skinny cow. It could be the bull's mother. And what it's saying is don't underestimate people who may seem weak and insignificant because you don't know what kind of powerful and influential people they have in their corner. This one is a really good one, guys, because again, it shows you that, you don't judge up. And again, I'm going to go where there's different translation to this one. You don't judge a book by its cover. So this one goes hand in hand with this parable. And then the 8th one says, sorry for Marga dog, turn on and bite. Oh God, we used to hear this a lot. I used to hear this a lot as a child. People used to say this so often. Sorry for Marga dog, turn on and bite you. So sorry for Marga dog. I know what this means, but I'm going to read what it says here. So the English translation for this one is, don't feel sorry for the skinny dog as he could turn around and bite you. And the proverb meaning is sometimes it is the people we've helped the most who are the most ungrateful. It's true. Sometimes the people that we help the most that are the most ungrateful, guys. Now moving along, guys, to that is the most ungrateful. Now moving along to my personal parables. And these are the ones that, I grew up on. Like my grandmother, my mom. And you know what I've always wondered, like, most of these parables are usually told to you when you're like giving trouble and your parents are telling you off, you're being naughty. Then they'll give these parables to you just to try to keep you in line. And it's something I miss. You don't really hear it a lot now in this society where we see parents, because of course you have so much young parents now. It's like children having children. So that sort of tradition has kind of been broken. You don't really hear parents telling their children these parables and stuff, which was very, significant in my experience growing up as a child. But oh well, it's just what it is. But guys, these are the ones that I know, what my mom and my grandma used to say. Don't know why, and like I said, I don't know why they, where they got it from. But maybe they got it from their parents and their parents. But again, we see it's a tradition. So the first one is, and every day, this one is my favorite one, guys. And every day, bucket go a well. One day, the bottom must drop out. And the English translation, it's not every day that you take a bucket to the well that it will be the same. One day, the bottom will drop out. Means one day it will rot in. And what the meaning of this is that You do the same thing repeatedly. You know, you're doing the same, you're having the same bad behavior repeatedly. But one day you're doing the bad things, one day your time will come when the bottom will drop out. As in, one day you're gonna get catch. Kind of every day bucket go well, one day the bottom go and drop out. Going to drop out. One day the bottom must drop out. So you keep doing the bad and think one day you're not gonna, your turn won't come. Here you go. And then the next one is, my mom used to always say this. Jeez, when I get in trouble, I don't know why she always say this. It used to be so weird when she says it. Dibby dibby, you don't know what hang over your shoulders. I've never heard anyone say this one. It's my mom alone. So I love my mom to tell me where she got this one from. Dibby dibby, you don't know what hang over your shoulder. So this is like when I give trouble and she would turn around to me. So I give trouble and she turn around. Dibby dibby, you don't know what hang over your shoulder. You know? And you're like, what is she talking about? But I know but in the context of how she said it, it means that you are misbehaved, but you don't know that something is coming. That's what I get from it. I've never really asked the translation from my mom, so it would be interesting to ask her what that really means. And then for me, guys, the last one, who can't hear will feel. Everyone should remember this one, guys. You know, your mom said, you see, you got down the road. Let me speak English, guys. You see, I told you to do this, and you're not listening to me. And it's not every day that the bucket goes to the well. Sorry. Are you not listening to me? Who cannot hear will feel. Which means if you continue to do the same things over and over, you're going to bear the consequences. You're going to feel one day if you continue to do the same things. So guys, those were the parables. I hope you enjoyed that one. I did. And what would be interesting, guys, if, you know, those were from Canada, America, wherever you are in the world, it would be interesting for you. Even the Caribbean, you know, like different Caribbeans, it would be interesting to hear what some of your parables are. So if you could just comment a parable, you know, one parable and the meaning down below to see if it's different to Jamaican parables. And also, guys, even, you know, Africa, I would love to hear if Africans have any parables that they use or what their parents would use. Because, guys, this is all a part of, you know, our growing up and the great experience, the things that we enjoyed as children growing up. Whether or not they're used, you know, towards us when we're being bad or good. Because there's some good parable, you know. There's some good parable out there. And there's one more that I forgot. You know, don't cross the river, no dash where you stick. That's what I forgot. That's a good one. Guys, you know, if you have not reached your pinnacle, don't think you've reached. A lot of people do that. Don't think you've reached, then throw away the stick, throw away the opportunity. Wait until you have reached, you know, wait until you have reached your pinnacle, you know, before you start throwing people away. Plus, I don't believe you should do that anyway, but that's the parable. A lot of people, they start to see some light and then they get excited, and then what you find, they drop off. So you should always wait. Do not throw away the stick if you have not crossed the river. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that video. It's just something, you know, a nostalgia, just to bring back some of those Jamaican roots and why it was important and why it was a part of our culture, and why not only Jamaica, all over the world, why these sayings, why these principles guided us throughout centuries, and how they have been very integral in our development as children, and of course now as we pass this information on to our children. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, Godspeed.